Good morning, everyone. I almost fell back asleep. I'm not even gonna hold you. Happy New Year, everyone. It is 2025 for everyone now. I don't have New Year's resolutions. I just kind of live by trying to make myself better every single day. That's pretty much all it is. I don't really have New Year's resolutions. Homie, it's not good to talk about yourself like that. What's up, everyone? I don't even know if my camera's working. I didn't even check. Kinda? Yeah, it looks fine. All right. We are continuing the journey. So from the looks of it, we'll either be completing chapter 14 today or tomorrow. Sorry, either today, yeah, today or tomorrow. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's start the stream, you know. That's right. I forgot. I turned off my computer with the game on. I never finished my random. All right, so today we are starting with chapter 14, node 18. Fun fact, the upcoming boss stage OST was made by a freelancer who helped with the Dark Souls 3 soundtracks. Okay. So it's gonna be fire, right? It is? Definitely? Okay. All right. I believe y'all. That's better. All right. Let's go ahead and let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do the damn thing, chat. Okay, you said I have to have Amiya. Okay. Check. Let's do this. The airship the airship keeps increasing its power output. The skeleton's nerve bundles are getting torn apart. Originium's already weakened the strands pretty badly. Even if the doctor's team shuts the airship down, if it separates from the skeleton, they won't have a way to get back here. Worry not. I promised them half an hour. I will not break my vow. The Banshee trends atop the spine. One stroke for every step, the curses he composes gathering behind him before finally sinking into the nerves. As he sweeps his riding hand across the crimson sky, the incantations surge through the nerves, causing them to tense and lift. The Banshee uses his bone pin as a fulcrum, commanding the countless nerve bundles via his magics. As he tightens and construct, the steel wrapped in their grasp screeches unceasingly. Yeah, I'm definitely waking up. It'll get better, I promise. The airship howls, causing huge fragments to rain down from the skeleton's bones. The racist's witchling army is still bombarding us. You're going to be their easiest target if you keep standing there like that. No matter. It is better that way. The shroud of fog will be enough to extinguish the raging flames. If I do not wish it, not even the scorching sun could penetrate the white mist of the valley. It will protect me. The thick fog at Logos' side condenses and gathers, gradually engulfing his silhouette so as to make it indistinct and untargetable. The bombardment penetrates into his cloak of clouds. There's not a single sound. The tracks it leaves behind are quickly filled by the fog. We can't fight for too much longer, W. I've got you, W. Yeah, she's having a hard time. Are you serious? Don't tell me this old bastard's house can still move. Didn't manage to find anything over there. Do not treat the airship as an unliving piece of metal. The mere existence of the revenant is enough to make it a weapon out of the ordinary. Within its walls, it will use all its might to disrupt our cognition. The interior of the cabin is filled with a surging black tide as far as the eye could see, while the revenant's cage fades out of your view. Net-shaped shadows persistently and unceasingly attempt to creep up your bodies. I hate that word, unceasingly. It's fucking with me. Monster will protect us, Doctor. Do not injure the Doctor, Monster. You give Monster a pat. What the heck? Yeah, the spiky little monster that could rip you to shreds. Let's pat it. You give the monster a pat who's still lifting you atop his shoulders. Don't worry, Cultsit. I think we're firm friends by now. That don't even look like something you could pat. You see all the spikes on that bitch? Emotions are flooding the entire room. The shadows are everywhere. We can't pinpoint where the core is while we're under the influence of the Revenant's arts. You'll hug it? You're crazy. He's clearly changing his strategy. He knows full well that with Amiya present, he cannot threaten us in short term. I fear that it is not the Revenant that's changing the strategy, rather, he's buying time for someone else. Yep, Teresa. We cannot hesitate any longer. This is our only chance. She raises her hands. The pattern on her 10 rings are beginning to flow. Oh yeah, them rings going bye-bye. Black chains manifest from them now, twisting and twining. The chains fly forth, plunging deep into the surging tide. The black chains bind an inky sea of shadow, gathering it into an ebony sphere. The airship howls as waves of shadow crash unceasingly. Why is it using that word so much against the arts barrier? Every time the chains are struck, Amiya is forced to resonate with the wild, chaotic frenzy of emotion. Amiya, I can endure it, but I don't know how long I can hold it. Amiya, clear a path forward. Monster, prepare to enter. I'll do it. I don't know what you could even do without your little pet. Hey Hag, Her Highness can see us, right? Her will is ever present. Open the door, little bunny. I don't think Her Highness remembers me, so I'll need to shift the schedule up a bit. Oh God. What? Okay, after you enter, I'll help you. Okay, W, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. The chains turn, shadows spewing out from the gaps between them. Make way, you old coot. Can't you see I'm trying to get in? Such a warm welcome. You must have really liked that gif I gave you earlier. Well, no need to worry, because there'll be plenty more. She yanks apart the opening between the chains, her mouth clenching onto a grenade, and her... She's a nutcase. And after giving some shadows a few good kicks, she steps inside. We need to finish before Teresa really gets involved. You're right, Doctor. The gaps between the chains are already beginning to close, but while no one was looking, an imperceptible trickle of shadow manages to flow out of the tiniest of cracks, slowly creeping its way towards Amiya. Once we've successfully stopped the airship, the one we next need to face is her. King of Sarkis. The Revenant's voice suddenly reverberates in Amiya's mind. King of Sarkis. Before she could even react, the shadow at her feet explodes like a raging flame. Amiya's ears ring with urgent cries calling for her. Doctor? Dr. Chaotik? King of Sarkis. The Revenant's bellow shakes the walls of the cabin. A lance breaks free from within the shadows, forming itself into a monstrous symbol before piercing through Amiya. She's pinned in midair in front of a black spear. Chimera, I will use your death to inscribe this brand. Sorry, I have to. The mark of the ones without roots. The chains chaff against one another, shear apart and slacken. Blood drips upon the ground. Okay, so now we're from W's perspective. What was that? She could still feel Amiya's presence accompanying her somewhere, somehow. Little bunny? Damn it. I better find that old coot fast. Where emotion flows clearest. Where the hell is that? It's too dark in here. Let me light this place up for you, old bast. Huh? Where are my Oh, wow. Where are my fucking bombs? No way I'd forget. The flowing shadows engulf her. She suddenly feels no support under her feet, like she is drowning in the abyss. It's cold. Ice cold. Why is there not a single sign of life here? This isn't the airship, is it? She sees a great suit of armor stained with rust hacking away at a boulder in the wilderness. A metalman without a head? I have followed you along this campaign of yours, but now that even death has left us, what meaning does slaughter have still? If not for slaughter, where would I even go, you say? I don't understand a damn word they're saying. Wait, is that rock talking? She carefully inspects everything she has on her, realizing that she truly doesn't have any prepared bombs at the moment. Revenant, consciousness, emotion. The words suddenly jump into her mind. A revenant is inside that rock? Was that you talking, little bunny? This was the help you said you were going to give me, right? There is no answer. Just hang in there, Amiya. I'll be back real quick. She looks towards the headless suit of armor as it drags the boulder into catastrophe. A moment of silence. Then she chases after it, rushing into the catastrophe as well. She sees the storm within the catastrophe sweep towards her, Revenant tearing apart Revenant. She cannot sense any emotion from within, just broken consciousness thrown into a disarray by the Originium storm. The core is not here. Among the ruins of a battlefield, a crazed Revenant within a blood-drunk sword is restrained by a headless armor, forced into an ancient rock. W is disappointed. The core is not here either. Within a forest, the headless armor breaks apart the altar that a witch coven had once worshipped. Collects a runestone covered in inscriptions and bears it upon his back. A cowardly revenant had escaped into it, hiding among the carvings. The core is not here either. A desolate waste, far from humanity. A plundered settlement. She follows the emotions, searching unceasingly. Wending her way through the emotions. Fear, joy, greed, hate, The great revenant within the armor seals away his fellows within massive chunks of rock, dragging them behind as he wanders the lands. But he spares a revenant below the volcano, who is concealed within a metal body. She experiences the burst of weak emotion that the revenant felt as he wandered, with nothing to show for it in the end. She feels even more bewildered. What was this revenant trying to do by collecting his own kind? How many other revenants cut from the same cloth as him exist? Why were they scattered to every corner of this land? Who were they? The ones that he spared, the ones that he consciously reset their own memories, the revenants who were far from Kasdal. And then there was the revenant in the airship, the one that set himself ablaze. The feeble flame within the forge sputters and flickers. Is this the soul furnace in Kasdal? No. No way. I remember the fire inside it, bright enough to light up the night sky above the city. Why is it so weak? Wait, this isn't the soul furnace I know. Why have you bound us back here? My friends, since death spurned us, we have fought together for near 1,000 years. We have witnessed Kasdal fall and rise and fall over and over, to the point that we have grown weary of its unchanging, endless cycle. You left me, left Kasdal. You have hidden away in despair, gotten lost within chaos, forgot yourselves in the slaughter. But I never left our homeland. I walked every inch of every Kasdal. I still remember every howl of grief for each and every Kasdal. I must do something. And so I carve away a part of myself to serve as kindling for this forge. But this flame is too weak, barely able to keep the Sarkis alive through the winter. I must do more. I must grow this flame so that it may shelter them from catastrophe. I must grow this flame so that it may admonish any intruder. No, it is not enough. I want this fire to burn away those who would bring war to our doorstep. I want this fire to rewrite our fate. I tear more of myself away, turning myself into ever more wood for the pyre. But it is still not enough. It is far from enough. Even if I burn my all, it is still not enough. But there is still you. Death rejects us, and the myriad souls will not admit us. For you, I have left our homeland for the first time. This home that is ignobly? What does that mean? That is ignobly died 1,000 times upon 1,000 times. Why? Why must you resist me? I know I changed it. We once swore to protect Kasdal. Why do you yet resist? Do you not wish to burn it all? All our enemies, all our fates, countless. Okay, thank you. Ourselves, we too shall burn away into ash. The Revenant roars in fury. He throws his rust-stained armor into the forge, and then the boulders that had sealed his kin after it. The Revenant, who was the first to set himself ablaze, now binds his fellows, igniting them. The flame of the soul furnace erupts. He feels exhilaration, then anguish, and finally numbness. It needs more. More. Sorry. Is there nothing left? Am I the only one left yet again? No. You are here too, Sarkis. They're talking to W? But your soul is weak and frail. You are not worthy of the flame. I kind of like you now, you old bastard. But you are worthy of witnessing this new castle, for you too are Sarkas. The revenant leaps into the raging flame. His final scrap of kindling is himself. W stands by the edge of the forge, the fire nipping at the ends of her hair. She lets out a sigh, pinching the sparks dead. You still haven't told me where to find the damn thing I'm looking for, you old coot. If I only had some explosives on hand. Bam, bang, boom. I just blast a way right through the fire. She jumps down into the forge. She is a nutcase. She is burning within the flames. Agony. She screams curse after curse after curse. The revenants wail. Sorrow. Everlasting sorrow. I will burn everything away. My kin. The past. Hatred itself. She continues to drop down, falling free, until she approaches the embers of the first kindling. The first revenant who set himself alight. Within the fires of the forge, she sees the ever-shifting core. Her tears are wiped away by the heat. She smirks, holding the core of the soul that could burn anything and everything. I've got you now, you old bastard. The fires cannot be quenched. From one forge to the next, my shattered soul will burn in yet another cage, until I could finally rest in true death's embrace. Get down here. Hey, W is that bitch. The moment W touches the forge of the burning soul on board the airship, a burst of fire separates from it, engulfing in her flames. Her in flames. The unrelenting heat surges towards her. The revenant intends to burn away the Sarkas who betrayed her clan. The heat of the engine is already enough to sear the flesh of her hands. Let go or die. Shut the fuck up, you stupid ghost. Casting aside all concern, she holds tight to the airship's true engine. The revenant withdraws himself at an unprecedented speed. He must return to his forge, immolate himself in the sin-bearing flames. W. Black arts pierce the fires, encircling W. The shadows rushing at her halt for a moment, then find themselves unable to penetrate the black barrier. You dare obstruct me again? The revenant circles around W's back, becoming her shadow. He opens himself up as if he were two great jet black wings, enveloping all. Get down here already. Ancient Sarkas profanity. The screeching of the engine cuts off. At last, the beating heart of the flying fortress that had roared across the skies above Londinium and threatened the lives of each and every Victorian stops. W. Wake up, W. Old hag? Excited growl. Who said you could carry me? Let go or I'll stick a bomb onto your claws. Disapproving poke. I could just see it. I can only give you some basic wound treatment, W. We have another issue to solve at the moment. I'm fine. I'm not so easy to kill. Hey, little bunny. We did some pretty good work together just... No. Amiya? How'd you get that badly wounded? You stretch out an arm to support Amiya, the girl's petite frame trembling slightly. The revenant suddenly attacked Amiya. Don't worry about me. It isn't that bad. You should prepare to return to the skeleton now. The airship has gone completely out of control ever since it lost power. We're all finished on our end, Logos. I'm glad to hear that you are all safe. Please wait a moment. I will provide immediate support. Hope that we can make it in time. Wait, how come I don't see him? That old bastard that I ripped apart. She sees the damaged engine on the floor. Bereft of flame, bereft of grief. The soul-binding core that finally shows its true form. This thing was its core? Kinda looks like a cannon. Seems like it would be pretty handy. That's where she gets her guns. Wait, what? The miserable thing ruined my weapons back there, so I guess I can call this my compensation. Hey, little bunny. You saw it too, right? That old ghost's whole life and all could be considered rather... What's the right term for it again? Magnificent in all its glory? W. I don't give a must-be's ass about his sob story. I'm just thinking about Her Highness. This ship, those ghosts of Babel, and the Revenant. We haven't seen Theresa at all. Where is she? We can face the truth together. Hey, don't look at me like that. I really don't want to hear that kind of talk from you right now. And what are you staring at me for, old hag? That's why it's called the Ancestor Launcher, because it's literally her ancestor, the Revenant. That's so weird that that's where she gets it from, though. I wasn't expecting it to be that way. I was thinking like maybe she unlocks some crazy arts or something that manifests the guns or something. I don't know. I thought it was just gonna be like something that complements the outfit that she has. So I thought it was some sort of like arts unlocking, but yeah, she just picks up a cannon. She's just a nerd that can make shit explode. Sorry, your girl's not that smart. If only, right? She grave robbed her outfit. What did you expect? I was expecting the grave robbed outfit to have some sort of crazy abilities or something. I don't know. I already told you. I won't kill Hood here in front of you for your sake. In her neutral special gun. I hate you guys. I hate every single one of you. You guys are taking away the best part about W, her crazy. She's supposed to have crazy abilities to make sense with her crazy. I hate this. I love taking my outfits off corpses. Oh God. I wonder what slutty king of... Wait, what? I wonder what slutty king of Sarkis was wearing that thong, though. To be fair, it may not have really been a thong. She's probably just wearing it that way. She probably picked it up and was like, hey, this looks like it goes here. Unwashed and stinky. You don't feel different in any sort of way? I hate you guys. Looks like a thong. Must be a thong. You don't feel different in any sort of way? Different? The Revenant has been completely cut off from death. Does he not reside within his shattered core? Are you saying he's hiding in my body? I'm in no mood for your crone lies right now. Let me give myself a once over. Not here, not over here either. Definitely not down here. Oh, never change, W. Never change. W, you're back. Nah. Isn't that just the airship core? Y'all saw me rip it apart, right? Wait. I thought this thing was broken. Why does it look brand new? Shadows are flowing within the pipes in this core. Okay, so it is a little bit... Okay, it isn't just her picking up a gun. Okay, cool. Its damaged body is repairing itself, and what was clearly metal gleaned from fragments of the airship. Self-repair? No, this is not self-repair. Monster. Structural fortification. The shadows flow down from the core's body, showing no signs of exhaustion. In a blink of an eye, all you can see is black. You have destroyed my hopes of breaking free from the wheel. Everything I have done, all for naught. After suffering in the flames for hundreds of years, I was to finally welcome death's late embrace. But no, once more you deny me this right. No more will I be bound. No more will I be merciful. You have freed me. And so you all die in my stead. You see shadows darker than black. It's the color of the soul. His lance, forged from his lifetime of suffering, is aimed right at you. I was expecting a little bit more from the weapon. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
What blocks the way, I will burn through.
Okay.
Now, wait in line. We got plenty for everyone.
We do?
When were the seeds of this tragedy planted?
I don't like this. Okay, they're charging. Okay, yeah, I got time. Oh no, they're charging it already.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
Entendido. Stand still. It'll spare all of us the effort.
Pass on your last words? No.
Holy shit.
An improv from us?
Just outside of it, I hate this.
Roar. A word I've not heard in a long... Picked out your bait yet? Bad luck. You ran into me.
That's crazy.
What would you like to hear?
Ecstasy as bright as gold.
Don't if you can't hide your fear.
I'll plant you into the soil to grow anew. This time, we can make up for the missing data in the last report.
Please, trust in me. You saw nothing.
If I knew those things would have spawned, I would have held off a little bit longer.
I'm prepared. I am Dublin.
Awaiting on. Stand still. It'll spare all of us the effort.
Better match your step.
I thought it was going to keep moving. Yeah, I wasted
keep
that.
me waiting.
Madame Chen's swordsmanship flows within this weapon. permit it.
Yep, just in time. Okay, cool. Oh my Jesus Rice.
Forward. Now, wait in line. We got plenty.
Clear skies for teaming, rain clouds for blue.
This time, we can make up for the missing data in the last report.
I activated that heal at the perfect time.
Stuff like that.
Good timing.
Our lives now ignite.
Oh, those are waves. 3 out of 4 waves. Got it.
This will keep you. Nature should not be disturbed. Picked out your bait yet?
Solidify.
I know what nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Oh, don't need.
Yielding is not an option.
Madame Chen's swordsmanship flows within this weapon.
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Don't worry about me, Professor. I've scaled a lot more volcanoes than you can imagine.
Okay, I should have healed, but it's
Don't
okay.
keep me waiting.
I think we're good.
Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Just who are you weaklings?
Clear skies for teaming, rain clouds for Guyu.
What am I supposed to be doing here?
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that? Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Something to do with
Got a
this?
problem that needs solving?
Oh, jeez, I didn't know.
Solidify.
Don't worry about me, Professor. Don't worry if those particles have no place here. I'll send them away.
Yielding is not an option.
Don't keep me waiting.
Just who
Ah,
are you weaklings going to stop
4.
like that?
Does that have anything to do with it? The 4? No, it's not. What the hell? What the fuck? Yeah, I'm doing this over.
Need speed to succeed. If you're really sow the mountains when summer leaves a white
Wait,
dew.
these are. Hold
Seed
on.
the plains when equinox paints russet hue.
Wait, what?
Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Huh? I don't get it. Oh! Mouse, where are you?
Yielding is not an option.
Where's the next one?
Yielding is not an option.
Come on, Jamonly. Jamonly.
This will be over soon.
See. I'm confused. I'm really confused here. Am I supposed to be doing this or something?
No.
Okay, I'm supposed to be charging them with my characters. Got it. I get it. Okay, I see now.
Amiya here. With what do I answer your failure of justice? I plant you into the soil to grow anew.
I'm listening.
Amiya here.
Don't keep my sacred corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Okay, I'm glad I figured this out, even though it took a little longer. I didn't get it. You dead, brother. I figured it out. I figured it out. it would have been horrible. I almost didn't, but I figured it out. A flash of cognition in the gloom. A consciousness nearly eating away by disordered emotion. Unable to perceive, unable to be perceived. The outermost layer of the fortress in the skies above the shard begins to break apart, its many fragments falling like a rain of iron spilling across the ground. The enormous skeleton halts in place, its nerve bundles with still wrapped around the airship. The Revenant's final consciousness is dissipating. You promised me that future beyond question, Theresa, but your followers have become hindrances upon your path. My fellow souls are in disarray from centuries worth of scorching flame. This forge was meant to be my cage, my execution chamber wherein I could slit my own throat. I have not yet paid back the price for betraying my clan. This is the last thing I can do, Theresa. A violent ignition. The shadows dissipate from within the inferno, and the flames envelop the airship, tearing apart the nerve bundles. They charge towards you too. As for you all, you use false words to place yourself atop a pedestal of virtue. Use lies of deliverance to cover the scars of... Whoa! Use lies of deliverance to cover the scars Sarkis inflict on themselves, only to survive. You dare not even confront her death. There is no need for you to come here. Theresa? Are you here to look for Amiya, perhaps? Is that child by your side Amiya? So that's your answer, Doctor? You try to step forward, but your body fails to move. You are separated from the scene by an untouchable barrier. You finally realize that this is not reality. This is what the Revenant has compelled you to see. A scene of truth. Wait, there. You see many figures by your side advance. You recognize their weapons and armor. You've seen their shadows before, rather recently in fact. Weren't they apparitions aboard the ship? Have they come to protect Theresa? No, that's not right. Wait, is he getting his memory back? You see them draw their swords against the wounded king of Sarkis. You see a scene that you can never have imagined. Teresa has fallen in a pool of blood, protecting the sleeping Amiya in her embrace. Oh, the Revenant is showing this to everyone, not just the doctor. Okay. Her murderers surround you. You and them conspirators all. What was that? Fleeting scenes melt away, returning your consciousness to reality. You look at W, Chaotik, and Amiya. You see the expressions on their faces. You realize that you're not the only one watching those visions unfurl. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have picked that up until this scene, this part right here. I want to do Chaotik, but I'm gonna do Amiya. Amiya never knew. I'm picking Amiya. Amiya stares ahead blankly in a daze, her arm outstretched as though trying to grasp something. But all her fingers find purchase on its... Oh no, it's happening. I'm already feeling it. Okay. I'm gonna try not to get emotional here. But all her fingers find purchase on is nothingness. Remain calm, Doctor. I ask that you stand behind me and Monster. As I've told you before, I knew what happened in the past, but I had my reasons to keep it from you. I approved of Theresa's choice back then, and telling you as you are now, the truth would not have been of any use. But Theresa, was it also your choice to allow the Revenant to show visions of the past to us here and now? Doctor, it is true that during our time in Chernobyl, even after, I had my doubts about you. But the choices you have made since are proof enough that you truly walk the same road as us. Calm down. Do not waver. Hypocrite. Coward. Shut up. Oh, here we go. How dare you use Theresa to try and sow discord between us? Just disappear already. Enough. Chaotik, tell your monster to hang back a bit. Wasn't really prepared to do this right now. I know that old thing's not going to make up some fake movie when he's right about to die. I'm not an idiot. I couldn't have been anyone. Wait. Yeah, she knew. So, I'm not an idiot. There couldn't have been anyone else who murdered Theresa. There must have been an explanation of what happened back then, but killing someone who doesn't remember anything? She had her suspicions, so she didn't know. She just got the confirmation now. Yeah, this was just confirmation. Oh, man. There must have been an explanation for what happened back then, but killing someone who doesn't remember anything? That doesn't interest me at all. Surprise, doubt, sorrow. The incomprehensible truth is like a sledgehammer striking at your heart. You feel difficult to even begin to recover from the shock. The calm tone of the two before you didn't help. The calm tone of the two before you didn't help you forgive yourself. Amiya? You look at the silent girl, her face streaked with tears. You want to say something, but she's the one who speaks first. Doctor, or rather, I suspected it a long time ago. Amiya, I still remember why Dr. Chaotik had to send the doctor to Chernobyl to heal after the accident. And the reasons the elite operators gave when they opposed the decision to rescue the doctor. Even if everyone was quiet about it, I could still guess. There was only one possibility. have guessed, but I still don't understand. The doctor I knew, the one who saved me, brought me so many different places, told me so many stories. The one who brought me back to Babel, the one who tried anything and everything to cure my erypathy, the one who promised me that I had a future. That incredibly kind person. Why did that one kill the equally kind Teresa? The person, oh God. The person who loved everyone. I don't know. I still have so many questions I want to ask you, Doctor. The you who rescued me, the you who murdered Teresa, the you who stands before me right now. In the end, which one is the true you, Doctor? I just didn't know how to ask you. Since you awoke from the sarcophagus, despite the loss of your memories, you always stood with us no matter the danger. How could I believe someone like this could be a murderer? I promise you, I will find an answer. You reach a hand out to Amiya. Doctor? The deck of the airship suddenly begins to shake violently. Amiya immediately grabs your hand. The dark shadows that once gathered within the cabin have begun to bloom in the sky. Okay, I think we're back in present time, because holy crap. Now's not the time to be harping on this. This is that. Oh, man. No, I mean, here in the present. Like, you're not focused. They weren't focused on the present. They were focused on what happened back then for a moment. Below the glow of the crimson horizon, a black blossom, dark enough to swallow all light, rolled itself around the airship. The airship is collapsing. We must withdraw immediately. I'm glad that they shifted this, because I was feeling it coming. I was trying my best to hold some of it back. I was like, Amiya, please don't do what I think you're gonna do. And she didn't, so good. Those shadows are trying to block our escape route. Stay behind me, Doctor. Collapse, not in disorder. As I speak these words, thus do nature's laws restructure. Ah, shit. The shadows enshrouding your thoughts are dispersed. Golden incantations break apart the inky blackness, raining down upon the damaged areas of the airship. The words fall apart as they touch the surface before reforming, suturing together the airship's broken body, healing its wounds. Logos. Everyone, allow me to handle the shattered fragments. Pass through the shadow. The skeletal nerves that will furry us back are ready. The Banshee's bone pin hangs down from his hand, lightly touching upon the surface of the shadow. With shadow as in parchment, the Banshee scribes his incantations with restless flicks of his wrist. Look at the wrist. Golden veins win their way through the shadows as the fires are slowly extinguished. I can see the nerve bundle. We're ready to withdraw, Logos. Very well. Hold my hand tight, Doctor. The nerves snapped. You all fall back down onto the deck of the airship. The hole beneath your feet continues to shake, but the revenant keeps his silence. The shadows circle underneath everyone's feet, as though mocking you. White crystals extrude from the hull, radiating a cleansing light, a gentle light, a graceful light, a light that pacifies all confusion, mayhem, and disorder. The rays wash over the shadow, becoming ever more dazzling. The white erases all color around you. I know it's so bright. I hate it too. Immediately after, a black hole appears in the distance, devouring the radiance hole. Darkness. Tranquility. Amidst the pitch black dark, a singularity emits its first ray of light. The light of thought, the light of emotion, the light of rebirth. The ray of weak, reddish light begins to grow and expand, illuminating the hand that wrought it. Illuminating. Oh shit. Clarissa? She walks forth from the darkness. No, she's been there all along. It's just for a moment she chose to let her gaze fall upon you. For only a moment. Within her embrace, the revenant's scattered consciousness coalesces once more. All his sorrow, all his misery, all of his rage. Why do I feel like this gaze is not a... Something feels off about this. They dissipate as she coalesces him, or consoles him, and at last, the revenant returns to serenity. She empties her compatriot, abandoned by death as he is. She brings rebirth. She rewrites fate. Teresa, there's no response, but you manage to glean some curious information from her expression. You dare not say for sure. Yeah, there's something off about this. Everyone holds their breath because of her presence. Everyone awaits the first words out of her mouth. Silence. She says nothing, retreating back into the gloom. I don't get it. She leaves no tracks. It is like she were never here. But everyone understands that she's finally taken action. Did I miss Her Highness say something? Hey, wait. The airship's moving again. It's even at full speed. I thought the old fossil was... It is Originium. We've gotten too close to the Amninum. The airship is an Originium-rich environment, and it stocks on board fuel with energy. Larissa? The nerve connection snapped. Through the openings in the skeleton, she sees that the great witchcraft-powered construct has already broken free of the nerve bindings, now hurtling at unchaseable speeds towards Amninam hanging in the sky. W. Hodor, you're awake. Emergency landing. What did you say? The firmament. It left a final bit of energy inside the life bone. Perform an emergency landing in Londinium somewhere safe. W and the others are still on the land ship. I already promised Dr. Kaltza and the doctor to do everything we can to save more lives. All we can do is try our best. But many have called you by these titles. Evil Spirit of Babel, the Doctor of Rhodes Island. Many have believed in you. Believe that you always make the right decision. That no matter how despairing the circumstances, you would always be able to find a way out. But you are far from omnipotent. Omnipotent. Yeah, omnipotent. It all happens in the flash of lightning. Marissa does not reappear, having gathered up the shadows and taking them with her. As you approach the Kunabula, I still don't know what that word is, of suffering, the crystallization advances ever more rapidly. Now that the tides of shadow have retreated, you finally notice that the crystals have covered the entirety of the airship. Your companions still stand by your side. They're great fighters, but in the face of this fated disaster, you are all powerless. The airship, unable to stop, rams into Amnanem and is brought to a standstill. What? The instant that the ship is about to touch Amnanem, the colossal vessel, once hurtling at full speed, is slowed to a crawl. Time itself stagnates. The great Originium tree rapidly grows new limbs, firmly grasping the airship. The lush branches quickly extend and envelop the ship. You see everyone trapped in that moment. You see the Originium grow wildly. You see Amiya anxiously stretch her hand out towards you. This was the moment that time stopped for her. You can even see her shouting your name. The pure Originium covers her body at a terrifying speed, and the words never manage to leave her mouth. It spreads. You rush towards her, but you're nowhere near as fast enough. It engulfs. You see the Originium about to swallow up the final dregs of her body. Amiya, you muster all of your strength to extend your hand, trying to grab a hold of hers, but you are too late. You're no longer able to take hold of her hand. A torrent jumbled information rushes to your mind. It's like you're seeing a tranquil world, one completely turned into Originium. Amiya, Calcit, Logos, W, all of Rhodes Island, all of Londonium, all of the battlefield, all of Terra. Amiya, no, this is not what you wanted to see. How could you allow this to happen? Stop. 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 Oh, that was sharp. You did it, Doctor.
All must return to the existing order. None may disobey the rules.
What the fuck is going on? Important. From now on, we need you to lock in and pay more attention than usual for the rest of the chapter. Got it. That ain't gonna help me understand, but got it. We'll see. If I don't understand something, y'all just gonna have to point me in the right direction. You might not remember exactly what today means to you. It would lead you into great danger if you do so. No, you must remember. Conditions stable. Sorry for making you suffer again. This is a flashback, right? Hold my hand tight, Doctor. Next time, please don't leave me without saying a word. You wouldn't accept something happening like this again either, right? What's wrong, Doctor? Why are you looking at me so strangely? I was about to say, why does it look so bad? Priest? This? Unknown language. Wow, here we go. Where'd you manage to learn such a strange language around this time around? Wait, is the unknown language this the language of Terra? Wait, is he speaking in Terran language upon waking up? Wait, this isn't a flashback? Did you sneakingly upload your cognition to some civilization out on the tip of the spiral arm in this round of hibernation? All right, I'd just like to reconfirm whether or not your capability for language has been properly restored. Don't tell me that you've even forgotten my name, just because you've had a big nap. Come on, say my name again. The database will analyze all of your voice data. Priestess. You recovered rather quickly. But since your body has only just revived, it still hasn't fully acclimated yet. So don't make any sudden movements. An Exo Zero will press you back onto bed if you do. His new orders are rather difficult to rescind, so I'm afraid that my hands are tied. You, where am I? You're still on Rhodes Island, of course, our home. What about the others on Rhodes Island? You really do keep asking this every time. It all happened so fast. The damage of the defense array exceeded 90%. And with all the extreme environmental damage we received, the repair units were finding it difficult to restore everything in a short amount of time that we had. What does that mean? Dude, not long after you began your hibernation, many of our colleagues left, one after the other. Everyone wanted to treasure the time they had before the stars fell, understand how they felt. Now that it's just the two of us left, of course, Amma 10 is still here as well. She is in good spirits and still rather lively. Okay, so we still have Calcit here. But don't worry. Wait, is it our Calcit? What left of Rhodes Island can still maintain its basic functions. We still have some time left. When you're here with me, Doctor, I'm not afraid of the end. No matter if our bodies collapse, or if our consciousness freeze, or if the laws of the universe invert, I can accept it all with open arms. I need only have you by my side. You seem rather absent-minded today. Still not fully awake from your dream, Doctor? She takes your hand, pressing it against her cheek. The touch of her skin is warm. Its corporality, I don't know what that means. Corporality snaps you out of that dream. Chat, what does that mean? If that's the case, then I would like to know what you dreamed of. Realness, got it, thank you. Although I will say that I would prefer if I were in it. Dream? A very long dream? Did I press the wrong thing? Oh, okay. Terra. That land, catastrophe, oripathy. You wandered that land for several years. Felt how real everything was. All too real. The jubilant cries of the masses still echo in your ears. Catastrophe have yet to. I'm like trying to focus, but it's really hard because it's like throwing me off right now. The catastrophes have not yet stifled all hope. Beneath the trauma and suffering, you can still feel a warmth enduring, eternal. It is warm, it is touching. You are surrounded by a gentle crowd of people. Rhodes Island. You will never forget Rhodes Island. Rhodes Island healed your scars. Rhodes Island allowed you to have your regrets. You're still standing with it, aren't you? You've been to lands covered in ice and snow with them. Felt the soft sand at the shore with them. Witness how they live. Witness how they die. They convince you that in an unjust land that should have been burnt away, ideals are still worth believing in. I'm lost. I'm like, I get that this was a dream, but something's happening right now and I just don't understand what it is. You accompanied those idealists against the surging heat, no matter if it would sear your flesh. My phone thought I was speaking to it. You saw vile empires and the sorrow of those unable to fight their fate. You can never forget. The last image is going to be Amiya. Her. She has never left you. They have never left you. Doctor. Amiya? Doctor, your mind wandered off again. I thought we went back. Your mind wandered off again. It seems you have a penchant for speaking in that alien language. Those experiences were real. And what's wrong with that? We've always had the power to define dreams and reality in our own hands, Doctor. When our consciousness traverses the universe across countless light years, and we participate in sacrificial rituals to a white dwarf in the frozen white lands, how will we define those experiences? Once you return to this body of yours, how would you be able to determine if information that must wait millions of years to be captured in this dream is dream or reality? Wait, you're not seriously thinking that over, are you? Priestess, what is it? Why do I know your name? We've never met. Never met? So you finally noticed. I'm happy to hear you say that. It means that you're very close to finding the real me. But I can't help but feel a little disappointed because that minor mishap, your memories, have been damaged beyond repair. There's nothing that I can do about it. Is this place here also Rhodes Island? Here is the unknowable. We made a wish together when we created this place. When the last warmth of the stars dissipates and the weave of time falls apart into chaos, we will let the darkness wrap around the two of us like a blanket. Sounds like you're describing a tomb. We will wait until this world and the starry sky above welcome their final moments. Our universe will become an immense tomb of its own. There's no hope in any corner of any star in the heavens. Each and every speck of cosmic debris. Okay, I think that just hit me. Each and every speck of cosmic debris that seems to hold the possibility of salvation has long since been found and examined by us. Every attempt at resistance only ended in its premature destruction. Every exploration only deepened our despair. The conclusion was rather simple. Any life formed from ordinary matter is unable to escape. Any noble technology is unable to prevail over our inevitable end. My apologies, Doctor. It's just that it has been a rather long time since I last had the opportunity to tell you everything I wanted to say. Were we intimate? Intimate? I wouldn't use that term to describe our relationship. It belittles all that we've experienced together in the past. I don't remember any of it. It's fine. I'm not upset. Though your mind may not remember, I'm sure in the deepest recesses of your consciousness, deeper than any probe or instrument can reach, there are still traces of me. If it were not the case, then why would you allow me to keep holding your hand like this? Did we do this a lot in the past? Holding hands? Yes. We had many different ways to hold hands. Most of the time, we had no need to use any specific part of the body to do it. The first time we met, I was flying about an oceanic planet. I used its star on my unchanging anchor. following the line where night met day, flying loop after loop after loop. The star died soon after. The ocean below me desiccated in an instant, revealing the bare, dark red skeleton of the planet. Someone tugged at me from behind, pulled me back within a nebula, even more serene than the planet I had just left. The one explained to me that although they... Sorry, I'm reading this slowly. I'm trying to make sure I get this, and I'm already lost. The one explained to me that although they knew I was most likely not at any risk, there was not enough time to confirm which star field my original form was in, forcing them to use their airship to salvage my consciousness beacon. That was the first time I stepped aboard that Avoid ship. It was not big, not quite agile, and it had already been to countless numbers of solar systems. I took the ship to a planet far from the hustle and bustle. I showed the master of the ship to my seaside laboratory, and I stepped closer. And just like that, and just like what we're doing now, we shook hands. My name is Priestess, a linguist. I am researching the final sound waves emitted by planets as they die. I like quietly spending my time alone, but I also wanted to find someone to explore the universe with. And now, it's your turn. Me, introduce myself. I am the doctor. How wonderful. We got to know each other once again. Oh, right. You seemed somewhat hesitant back then as well. In that age, people were already showing less and less closeness in their associations with others. Thankfully, we are rather alike. You unselfishly shared your experience of your travels with me, and even extended me an invitation. We lived across time and space, exploring every nook and cranny of the cosmos. At times, we traveled via your ship, but most of the time we projected our consciousness to and from distant worlds. You would describe to me the rise and fall of many different civilizations, the rhythm hidden within the birth and death of the stars. As our thoughts collided with one another, we would work our way through countless iterations. When we stopped to look back, we realized that we had already far surpassed everyone else. She flips her hand and shows me a piece of the purest crystal, originium. A crystal formed from our contingents and collisions, condensing the innumerable truths left behind by the pioneers who watched the cosmos. It is truly a beauty. She places the originium into your hand lightly, then holds your hand in hers. Together, you are holding this wondrous creation. Everyone said that I was the one who created originium and the future both. Created originium and the future both, as though I were akin to a god. But I always knew that the true genius was you. You have forgotten, but you shouldn't have. As I walked along the path to creating it, I never ceased to follow in your footsteps. I feared that there would come a time that I would fall behind you in the field of debate. Feared that you would realize that I was not your equal. Or no, perhaps you had noticed. Perhaps you had slowed your steps once, waiting for me to catch up to you. But now, I will never know the answer. Does it bother you? It does, but I've accepted this fact. I would say that actually, it makes me rather happy. You still hide many secrets that captivate me. Besides, from your perspective, I, as I am now, am the same as you in this regard. Am I wrong? I am still rather puzzled, in real life and in game. Well, you can continue to find your answers here then. This is our shared creation, our shared past. It conceals our shared secrets. You and I need to only walk together. sorry, I have more pressing concerns. I wanted to share a few things I had been keeping in your stead with you. The things you had once described to me, your ideas and vision that you have completely forgotten. I wanted to let you know all we had accomplished. Perhaps this would have helped you remember the past, remember me. But I can see what you are thinking, sense what you are feeling. You're still plagued by endless doubts even now. Amiya, Chaotik. What is going on? I don't want to put you in a dilemma. I respect your decision. Her hand touches the darkness. Oh, those fucking eyes. There's one thing I am sure of, Doctor. That when you're truly confused by everything, you will remember the answers you seek were here all along. I will be here. Go, Doctor. Go solve your conundrums. All that you wish for, I am able to grant. And once all the grand rhythms and minute pulsations have fallen into silence, you will return to my side. What? What is going on?
Let's make this quick. My time
And
is
then you
valuable.
throw me at some shit like that. Come on, I don't even know what's happening. Okay.
相手のターゲットは誰かな?
You saw nothing.
A solo. To you. Picked out your bait yet?
Madame Chen's swordsmanship flows within this weapon.
Better watch your step.
Volcanic soot contains lots of originium particles. Let's not stay too long.
What would you like?
Liberty and sunlight all around us.
Please, trust in me.
With what do I answer?
Oh, I hate
failure
that.
of Justice.
No tardará mucho.
War. A word I've not heard
You
before.
can't hide your fear. I'm prepared to this endless burn. You needn't fear.
Where's my mouse?
Awaiting orders. Stand still. Little sparrow.
If you're really incapable of settling this, then let me handle it. I know what nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Incoming.
What?
Ready all members.
信号はこれで分かったでしょ。
Oh, jeez.
The comfort feel your own self.
Better watch your step. This endless burn. You needn't that. I wasn't supposed to sow the mountains when summer leaves the white dew. Seed the plains when equinox paints russet.
Where's my mouse?
hue.
This is the strength of Iberia. Monday night, young.
Is there any angle which I can get all of them? There isn't.
Good timing.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. I have returned. It feels like it's been a very long time since I left, and I've not come back to the ship for a good night's rest in a while either. I'll wait because if I stop, I'm not going to want to continue. Has the war outside ended? Finally, I can have a rest. I like nothing more than have a bowl of hot vegetable soup at the cafeteria, then plop myself down in bed in the dorms. What about Theresa? At this hour, she should be. No, that's not right. Theresa is gone. The room is empty. Nobody's waiting for my return. I clearly remember on many nights in the past, there would be someone who would tell me a whole library's worth of stories and put me to sleep. But now they are no longer here. Wait, why is there a piece of clothing on the bed? A white dress, with a neat corsage sewn to the collar. The needlework is deft, clearly done by a very experienced hand. White suits you, Amiya. Theresa? Doctor? Can you hear my voice? Doctor? Doctor, you're here as I surmised. What happened just now? Based on how you look, you seem in poor health. I'm afraid there's no way for me to do a physical examination here, doctor. Please keep your head clear and look at me. Did you manage to remember something? You hear the woman's stern but caring words, and you make an effort to open your eyes wide. Your vision gradually clears as the various parts of your body regain their functionality. You slowly open your mouth. Calls it. Your shattered consciousness reassembles your fragmented thoughts realign with one another. You're now able to determine that you're standing on solid ground. You look around, certain of the familiarity of your surroundings. You've spent quite a long time here before. The expression on the woman before you turns rather strange, even hostile. Oh, what the heck? I would go with the unknown language one. I'm Doctor of Rhodes Island. Amiya, it seems you still remember who you are. Amiya is not here with us, but I can say for certain is that this is not the original Rhodes Island. Were we separated from the others? You are the only one I've seen since I arrived here. Are you sure you don't know what is going on? I'm as confused as you are. Do you not believe me? A certain degree of precaution is necessary in those circumstances. Be on guard, Doctor. We must leave no matter what. This is not a place that we are familiar with. I do not know what unexpected complications we may encounter. Still, I will do everything I can to protect you. Don't stray too far from me. No more. I'm so tuckered out that I could sleep for an entire month. Don't be like that, Cruz. This is a live combat exercise. You need to treat the training room like the battlefield. You could be a real fierce. You could be a real fierce sometimes, Captain. Focus up. There's still lots of training drills arranged. Sorry, I am still like really confused. There's still lots of training drills arranged by the instructors to go. So I know that this isn't the actual Rhodes Island. This isn't the one that we've been building up to, right? But now we're seeing some Rhodes Island operators. But I'm pretty sure there's a reason we're not seeing any of the people we were with before. Why so serious? They're not even here. Oh, Doctor. Good morning, Cruz. Oh, don't worry. The doctor's definitely not going to tattle on us to the instructors. Let me just take a nap here before. I thought I gave you combat training exercises, not combat sleeping ones. We're doomed. Okay, what is going on? What is going on? Attention, all members of A1 detachment. All of you, 100 laps around the training room, and then 50 sets of stamina training exercises. What is going on here? Sorry you had to see that, Doctor. It's been too long since Rhodes Island's experienced battle. It's been a long time since they experienced battle. These young fighters of ours can be a little slack. So I guess it's up to me to tighten them up. Let them grow up peacefully isn't so bad, of course, but they still need to be prepared for any dangers that we may come across. They'll be fine. No need to trouble yourself over their training. I'll handle it. You've been working real hard lately, Doctor. Go take a rest. Don't worry, we'll be keeping watch. Did you see all that too, Chaotik? I saw the same scene unfurl as you did. They truly do exist here. Dreams would not be so clear. This is not a scene out of your memory. It would be nice if everything here was real. No, it definitely isn't real. Keep a clear head, Doctor. You must press onwards. Oh my, wait, what? Ready to see you here, Doctor. Got time to sit down and have a drink? Everything's on my tab for one night only. It's lively here. Did you forget, Doctor? Today's Outcast retirement party. Didn't Touch die too? Isn't this an operator? Wait, hold on. Didn't this Touch is alive? Okay. She's alive. Touch is no, she's very just not very relevant. Okay. Today's Outcast retirement party. Here's to our venerate elder. Venerate? What the fuck does that mean? Oh, shut it, Sharp. I'm barely older than you are. Thank you for all you've done for Rhodes Island, Outcast. Here's to you, Outcast. We will always remember your many deeds and exquisite marksmanship. Blaze, I can't believe Outcast is leaving us. There's not gonna... Oh, she's drunk. Okay. There's not gonna be anyone left to drink wish me on weekend nights. Yeah, I'm just retiring. Not even a Lateran funeral would be this sentimental. Plus, even if I drink so much tonight and I don't wake up tomorrow, I'd call my life well lived. My memories of working alongside you all are my greatest treasures, and I'll bring them to the grave with me along with my patron firearm. Just make sure that it's Rangers teaching the youngsters how to shoot. You're drunk, outcast. He uses a gun. How's he supposed to teach kids about shooting a sancted crossbow? You need to cut back, Blaze. You're talking nonsense again. Ha. Both of you need to keep one eye open, one eye shut. Not too big a difference. Looks like we're not the only ones at the bar tonight. Okay, this is weird. I'm serious, Dagda. Show me how powerful the fist of a knight of the tower can be. Just remember, you asked for this. Hey, this isn't the boxing gym. We're guests here on Rhodes Island, so don't go making trouble. I've had my fair share of times like this before. Okay. What the fuck? Now that you're formally a member of the Steam Knights, are you going to break things off with street loafers like us? Oh, stop it. Have you made your decision, Vina? I see no real reason for me to hesitate. My days in Norport might have been some of the happiest in my life, and I don't really see any need to return to the palace. Alexandrina Vina Victoria. Alexandrina Vina Victoria is a descendant of the royal family, but she is also normal, honorable Victorian. It's gonna bother me. Now an honorable steam knight, Allerdale. I, the honorable siege. I believe that these lives of ours are the best, or for the best. Peaceful lives, such precious things. To life. To Victoria. Whenever you're in the mood, we should go out and have a stroll together. Perhaps throw some stones at the Duke's windows. This isn't real. These are scenes that your subconscious mind wished to see. You hoped that they were all real, didn't you? Who else will I see here? Only you can answer that. Let us continue, Doctor. Frost Nova is going to be in here at some point. No matter what you see, you must face it, surmount it. Tallulah? I'm back, Doctor. It's been a while. Tallulah? It hasn't been that long. Don't recognize me anymore? I was out setting up an infected treatment center in the north of Ursus. Took quite a lot of effort. Thankfully, the workers in town were all supporting us. Nothing the local lord could do but compromise. My eyes are starting to fuck with me. We managed to get the land that we needed out of the deal. Reunion doesn't exist? Are you trying to crack a joke, Doctor, or have you just woken up? If Reunion didn't exist, then who would be helping Rhodes Island with treating the infected in Ursus? And Cash, what about him? Why would you suddenly bring up the dead black snake? Did you want me to thank you again? Very well. Okay, so is this like a world where, like, specifically where all the things he wanted to happen or see is happening? Because this is what it seems like this perfect world type thing. After all, it was only thanks to Rhodes Island and Ursus that I was able to cast off that mastermind and start a new future for countless people. Doctor. No. I knew Frost Nova would be here. Yeah, I'm right. I am right. Doctor. Frost Nova. And she's cured. You shouldn't be here. Why? You told me to give you my report immediately after completing the missions. Yeah, this is after she became a Rhodes Island operator. If she wouldn't have died. Missions for Rhodes Island? Who else would I do them for? I've always been a Rhodes Island operator. You look strange, Doctor. Am I standing too close, making you feel cold? This isn't right. One by one, the lively crew shed their vestiges, shifting into indistinct jet black shadows. They do not appear dangerous. They just slowly drift around you. Constant, what are they? This is no illusion or dream. This is all real in a sense. All the people, all the things that you've encountered in the past exist within your imagination. They took their forms based off of what you wanted, what you most hoped to see. I was right. But it's just weird because we haven't seen they sully our memories. These scenes affect me as much as they do you. But they are ultimately a product of your thoughts, originating guided by your wishes deep in your subconscious and desires to make up for past regrets, has reproduced what you wish to see. You continue to hold a deep regard for everything you have experienced alongside Rhodes Island, yet despite that, you are able to break away from this beautiful lie. Only now can I believe that you as you are now are still the Doctor of Rhodes Island. Why is it being guided by what I want? Yes. All that you wish for, I am able to grant. It is Priestess. Okay. As I thought, I once told you, Doctor, that others cannot tell you how to solve the mystery surrounding you. You can only rely on yourself. I suspect that we are now extremely close to that critical juncture. If this is all based on my hopes, then are you? I thought that our prior interactions would be sufficient for you to render an accurate judgment. If these scenes are about making up for regrets, will I be able to meet? Okay, so I might be wrong a little bit. Because it's weird, we still haven't seen Theresa. And she was very important to Doctor in a way. So he would have at least seen her, right? Because he wished for her and the Sarkas to be in, he wished for them to have a peaceful life. Okay, I'm reading now. I'm looking. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We haven't seen any Sarkas for whatever reason, even as a dream. Oh. Yeah, okay. So everything we're seeing right now, it is real, but it is not the real people. These are just things that I want to see subconsciously. I do not know for certain where Theresa is, nor what she's doing. God, my eye is really messing with me. What I am sure of is she has something to do with this environment. Doctor. Amiya? Doctor. Calls it. Good, you're both here. Don't worry, Doctor. I am the real Amiya. Really. Your clothes. Teresa left me this dress. So she really is here. I haven't seen her. I've sensed no presence of her aboard this Rhodes Island, in fact. Did you run into any danger? I'm fine. So many memories flowed before me. So many I'm dying here. So many memories flowed before me, but not only memories, emotions too. Rich ones in every shape and form. I think that the people that we saw were truly alive. But the form of life just makes me sad. After walking down this corridor and seeing you, I think I understand now. The emotions that I felt are all stemmed from the same source, Doctor. Me. Yes. I touched you, Doctor. I've never done that before. The girl holds to your hand, just as she has always done, but a little tighter and more carefully this time. I know that you've changed a lot compared to the past, Doctor, but considering all that we've experienced together, I'm even more convinced that the you who stands before me now has always been the you I've trusted the most. Memory may tell falsehoods, but emotion always speaks the truth. There are many things that I still don't understand at this moment. I have questions that can't be answered until we see Teresa once more. No matter what happens, no matter how many unhappy endings await us, you'll stand by my side, won't you, Doctor? I will. I am Doctor of Rhodes Island. Good. That's all I ask for. Let's go find Teresa then. First, we must figure out how to leave. The answers we seek are not here. Though this is no illusion, heaven and earth, life and death, it is all falsehood. So even if you leave that dreary gallery of fakes, you just find yourself wandering around an even bigger stage. Who the hell set up the curtains for us? Their taste sucks. Oh, looks like the main cast is finally here. Hey, Crone. Let's put that all-knowing brain of yours to good use. I've got a real big question that I want answered. Where the hell are we? A small boat drifting atop an endless golden sea. We are within Originium. Within Originium, there exists a universe.
Over already? Your victory doesn't need to be embellished by my music. I'd much rather perform for you a piece inspired by that cloud passing overhead.
I don't know how to feel right now. I mean, I understand what's happening now, but no, we're gonna keep going. I need to make sure I understand what's happening. Universe? What is a universe? No language that you are familiar with has such a word. It is a concept far wider than the land and the sky. It is all of space and time and everything contained within them. Even the most arrogant of gods are unable to claim mastery over it as a whole, because the word itself signifies infinity, as well as the possibility for constant change. However, Originium is able to incorporate it in its entirety, all in its finest detail, forming an assimilated universe within. Okay, stop. In short, we got two things. One, for some unknown reason, we're dragged into this Iridium along with the airship. Not that anyone knows how tiny little rocks can have this huge a place inside them. Two, we're not dead, and we don't know how we're still alive in this universe in the Iridium, right? It's reasonably accurate. It's a reasonably accurate summation. I've never heard summarize be used in summation. I've never heard that. Of the matter. Summation of the matter. Summation. No reaction? Not even a raised brow? W. Did you just throw a bomb into the sea? What else would I throw? I had to test the water somehow. That bomb's as good as my hand, right? The old hag said that we got stuck inside the Iridium. Maybe I could have oh so conveniently blown a hole. Look out. What the hell just happened? It was like there was something pulling on me. The yellow stuff down there is liquid Iridium, right? What else could the bomb have blown up? It would not have ignited. There's no energy present to fuel the reaction. I cannot sense any Iridium within this Iridium sea. Perhaps I should phrase it differently. As all Iridium outside this realm exists a combination with other matter. So too it must abide by the laws of the eternal universe. There are laws, but those laws are dictated by the Iridium itself. You're not making any more sense than the old hag. We've entered a place that operates on its own grammar. I can sense the language contained within this ocean of Iridium, vast, boundless, without limit. As of yet, I've been unable to thoroughly analyze it. My eye is really messing with me, man. This one is like, it just won't stop. Stop, Logos. Do not attempt to comprehend this language for now. You should not disturb it. Although it is highly likely that we are already within dangerous sights, the fact that this ship is permitted to exist is proof enough that we are safe, at least for now. The ship in the Iridium Sea? Rhodes Island exists because of you, Doctor. We should have been assimilated by the Iridium and become part of the ocean. Thanks to you, we were not. You have changed. No, refined a portion of the law. So I've refined a portion of the law. Is it because I'm Iridium's creator that I have this kind of type of like administrative control over it? Under circumstances that you yourself could not have perceived, you have used this language. Sometimes it's in my brain, sometimes it's not. Who would have thought that you had this sort of thing in you? Don't tell me that those weird dioramas on the ship were all your dream or something. Those heartwarming illusions were disgusting. Oh my god. It's like it's just I don't get it. Why is that happening? It's just getting worse. I don't get it. Yeah, no moving of this thing is fixing it. It is just happening. Okay. I didn't like them either. W turns her head, pondering as she looks ahead. She has barely, it looks like I might have temporarily fixed it. She has barely even glanced at you since you entered the assimilated universe. The real question is, now that we've barged into the Originium, how do we get out? Can this haunted ship take us somewhere? Rhodes Island sails atop the Aureate Sea. It resembles a mirror of the purest gold more than anything else. Its surface, unblemished. Nary a ripple in sight. A question suddenly comes to mind. Are you really sailing? The ocean surface seems static. Everything does, really. Yep, it's coming back. It's too quiet. I can't feel anything. Flowing emotions, rich memories, it's all faded away. Dr. Chaotik. This is Originium, right? I don't understand. It's already devoured so much. Cities destroyed by catastrophe, people died of eripathy. Shouldn't traces of all those lives be here in this sea? Why is there nothing here? Because this is the end. Everything sealed away by Originium is trapped in this unchanging, undying end. Oh, how wonderful. A good place where even the dead can't die. Not even the Laterans could think up something so heavenly. No wonder there's no Sarkas aboard the ship. How could a sweet, blissful place like this have devils like us? No Sarkas? You might be right. Other than you and Logos, I haven't seen a single Sarkas since we arrived. The Sarkas, they are closely connected with Originium, but where are they? Is there something on the water? Sight. Those shadows are Sarkas. They're marching? The war eternal continues, no matter if it's on the battlefield outside or in here, no matter if they are dead or alive. Countless Sarkas shadows appear above the surface of the sea. Wendigos, Diablos, undead, banshees, along with many ancient clans lost to time. They grasp clubs and spears, or crossbows and greatswords. Some even bear witchcraft cannons on their back. The water is calm, but many shadows form a torrent, surging forward. Charge, fight, forever without rest. War? Sarka's war against everything persisting through a millennium never ends. This is where the myriad souls of the Sarkas return. I see cities devastated. I see Originium blanketing the land. Rhodes Island is straight ahead. Hang on. Shining, what's wrong? The door has been opened. The distance between life and death is closer than ever now. It is something that all Sarkas can hear. Wait, all this is still happening? We inside, the outside. Okay, so we are inside the Iridium. They are outside the Iridium. I was thinking because we are inside the Iridium, we are safe from the effects of the Iridium, but everything outside was gone. I was thinking that it was all gone. We need to survive this round of impacts. The airship has been eaten up by Iridium, which means the Royal Court casters are distracted. This is our only chance. There's too much damage to the vertebrae. Horror. I could hear it. Did the firmament speak to you again? What did it say? No, it's something else. I can hear all of history's wars happening at once. Remember when the ship hit the red tree? Everything slowed down drastically? Yes. Look, Vina, is it me or did that big red thing above Londinium get even bigger? Not just bigger. The red's darkened now. It's like the entire sky is turning into Iridium. Storm's not calming down either. The size of kings cannot cover a range that wide. The Sarkis will destroy the entire city and far, far more besides. Amiya, we must make it in time. The myriad souls bar away. Here in this place where everything is stilled by Iridium, only they continue to fight. Everyone hears the low roars resounding above the golden sea. The Sarkis' war will never stop. The Sarkis' anger will never end. How interesting. Looks like a bunch of long dead Sarkis heroes are still fighting their asses off. I guess this is what it meant by a living hell. But why are they blocking us off? That thing in front of us, the tree root. Don't you guys think it looks like a tower? You notice it the moment you stepped atop the deck. It stands tall in the middle of your field of vision, uniting a golden sea with the quiet sky above, not yet fitting in with either. Is it really a tower? It is taller than anything you can imagine. Why is there a tower here in the Iridium Sea, where everything ends in stasis? The answer springs forth unbidden. Babel. The airship's goal was here all along. We must be on top of the tower, guiding the myriad souls. Indeed, she's waiting for us. The tower is the only beacon in this featureless ocean. All the answers we seek are where we started. We will climb Babel and face her. And then... Amiya? Yes. I'd say I'm pretty clear-headed right now. Making it all the way here, there's no way that I haven't figured out what I want to do. There's still lots of people on the outside fighting their asses off. If we weren't so quick on the draw, I think we'd be seeing a few more familiar faces here amongst the dead heroes. Hey, old hag, bring your little monster out to help us. It's going to be pretty rough. Wait, we're headed. I cannot do that. Monster is unable to appear here, and I do not wish to arouse any unnecessary attention. Another one of those reasons that you don't want to talk about? Doctor, I'm severely limited by the environment here, but it should have no influence on you. I would need you to move the ship. I've really never taken the helm before. You need not worry. The heading of this Rhodes Island does not depend on your skill at the helm, nor any machine or energy generator. We are within Iridium. You have noticed now that you hold special significance to Iridium. The reverse is still much the same. It is equally as irreplaceable to you. I thought I wasn't supposed to know this. My silence has many reasons. Frankly speaking, I still have reservations on whether or not I should be helping you retrieve this knowledge. Because of things I've done in the past? I understand now. Hate, torment, anger, I can't deny it. At the time, I did not only lose Teresa, I lost someone that I hoped I could trust. Me. I was very disappointed in myself. I was not completely aware of your changes, or rather, my preparations were insufficient to reverse the outcome. We were able to glimpse the rays of light of our goal, but Teresa's sudden departure extinguished the flame. Once more, we are plunged into deepest night. If we do not make the right choices, this time the darkness will be eternal. Maybe you shouldn't be trusting me again. No, I should trust you. I did worry that if I allowed you to regain your memories regarding Iridium, it might bring about unforeseeable changes. But over and over, you showed proof to me, to Amiya, to everyone, that my worries were unfounded. The only thing I can say for certain is that we walk the same path. From Chernobyl to Londinium, your experiences and your emotions have shaped who you are today. And now, you protected us, saved us from being devoured by the Iridium, turned into complex flows of information, made Rhodes Island appear, and afforded us the opportunity to continue in this stillness. Doctor, show us the way out and find the right path for yourself. The direction that our future takes, Rhodes Island heads next. It is all up to you now. All right, Rhodes Island, advance. You feel the movement of the ship beneath your feet, passing through the Iridium Sea, passing through the army of the myriad souls. The tower gets ever closer. Why is the sea so choppy all of a sudden? The myriad souls are affecting the surrounding environment. The assimilated universe is no longer stable. It's hard to move any further. Myriad souls are angered. They're all looking this way. Sure, let them gawk. They can watch me step on their heads and run right over them. A great wave resembling palm sweats at the tiny Rhodes Island. W grins and laughs. She takes a running leap into the wave. W disappears into the maelstrom in an instant, but in the next, her laughter rings from within the golden mist. Ha, I knew it. The thing isn't a part of the Iridium Sea. I can blow it open. I never thought I would get to open up. Babble. Sounds of destruction ring out from a quiet cracking and roaring collapse. The great pillar to the sky should not have been damaged by such tiny bombs, but some of its roots peel back, hanging down towards the minuscule people aboard the ship, providing a route from the deck to the base of the tower. Let's go, quickly. You can climb the fallen structures with all haste. To your surprise, the white material feels soft, pliant, almost like some sort of cloth. Amiya, I got you. Amiya touches the roots lightly. In an instant, countless hands stretch towards her. From the sea, from atop the tower, from the void. Close your eyes, Amiya. Close your eyes. The king spurs them. The king drives them. The king enslaves them. The king rules us, leads us, and inspires us. You have arrived. You are among us. Myriad souls. The Iridium Sea is close to boiling. The myriad souls thirst for the King of Sarkas. The myriad souls wish to force the King of Sarkas to stay. Go on ahead, Amiya. Go and see Her Highness. Obtain the answers you seek and overcome them. Logos. I also miss Her Highness, but we have long since bid farewell to her. When Babel still roamed the earth, the first circle of our fellows vowed to dedicate our lives in service of our ideals. Your Highness and I were no exception. As for the voice of the myriad souls, I will respond. I've been waiting for this moment ever since I sang my first elegy. The will of the myriad souls is a frothing sea, billowing furiously. Their hands clench swords. Their hands leash firmaments. Yeah, I'm feeling it now. I'm probably not even gonna finish this after we get to the combat section. I'm probably gonna end it there. Their hands command 1,000 armies. Their heads bear identical crowns. They're the lords of Sarkas. They're the eternal existences of the Sarkas. There are no roads that we have not walked, no hardships we have not shouldered. You have not the strength to match us. You have not the fearlessness to match us. They examine, they interrogate. Countless fleeting emotions condense into a raging swell, enough to wash away any will of any individual. But through the hundreds chasing surging waves, and then 1,000, then 1,000,000, the one before them stands firm. Young Sarkis lifts his bone pin, pointing it towards the nameless kings of Sarkis. He needs no words. His curses are his answers. All right, we're going to end it here because I am literally losing it. Like, I'm having a hard time keeping up with the words now.
No need to make a scene.
And I don't want to misunderstand any of this, so we're going to start tomorrow, or start tonight off with that combat mission. Then hopefully maybe we can finish it off tonight, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for coming through. I am going to get me a little bit of rest because I still don't really feel 100%.
New Year's? A guy like you even celebrate the New Year? Oh yeah, you know I love to party. I even left gifts for everybody. All
What the
in
fuck?
your name, Doctor. And soon, things will be a blast. Literally.
Oh, that's sick.
Teresa and Amiya.
That's sick.
Both of them love gazing off into the distance like that. I went and had a look myself, but there's nothing special.
All right, guys.
Why are they always
Happy New Year.
silent?
I will see you later on tonight,
Figure it out someday.
where hopefully we'll continue this and finish it. Hit that like button to support, and I will see you tonight. Have a wonderful day. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay chaotic. I go sleepy buys now.